So, honestly, growing up, I wanted to have a bunch of dogs. Sorry. Yep. Never thought I'd be a crazy cat lady. Thought I'd be the crazy dog lady. Oh, yep. But we're live. Yeah. Well, is there more disturbing things? Well, yes. What's her name from? Gosh, I can't remember her name, but it was like everywhere. She was Aspermau? What? No, not Aspermau. I don't remember. Oh. Yep. There you go. This is what I need to turn on. Alright, try. Yeah, because I clicked it as I was saying it, so that was great. Alright.
Go test.
Test.
I'm not hearing anything.
You guys don't hear anything? Okay, let me try this one.
You tried turning it off and back on again.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard Ashley.
Why is this having issues now? Testing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm hearing Ashley.
Alright, let me try this. Well, I see you guys talk. Try talking.
Testing the stream.
Okay,
Don't cross the streams.
Alright, let me take this out and see what happens. Because now that I got it for it. Okay, try that and see what happens.
Oh, my Twitch is lagging, so you guys probably have to check it.
Yeah, mine's just spinning. Wait, now it's working. Okay. Oh, I hear Ryan saying test.
Test.
If you hear Ryan, then that means I'll probably have an echo.
I don't know, it's real choppy though, but it could be my internet.
It could be mine. I hate T-Mobile internet.
I watched bits of last time's session, and Ashley's mic was really quiet.
Oh, yeah, I can turn that
But
up.
everybody else was fine last time.
Sweet.
But no, I think you're okay this time, Ashley. It's just that was the last session.
Okay.
So. Okay.
So,
we can get
Yeah,
started
I just heard
then.
myself speak too, so.
hopefully you got all the sound bugs worked out now.
Sometimes using the record video mode helps me to just check things before I go live.
Wow, look at this pro tips, Ashley. You gotta learn.
See, I did that once, and then it
You
wasn't
need to get like one more follower so we can like support you. But maybe if you had these pro tips, you might get that extra follower.
Possibly.
Right.
I need.
I think I'm gonna unfollow. This is
We can do
Unprofessional.
what is that? ASMR stuff. You just kind of like all the weird sound effects. Just whisper into the mic.
No, we're not going down the ASMR rabbit hole again on Twitch. We're not doing it. I finally cleaned up my recommendations.
Oh, your algorithm's clean now?
Yeah. I think I just had to recreate my account.
You didn't want to like have any more. What's her name? Show up on your feed there.
No. Everything on the left looks unwatchable and clean. So.
I still have one pool's hot tub and beaches tag on mine. Mine's not clean yet.
Good luck, guys.
Should have like recommended channels bleach like category where it's just all puppy videos and stuff. And just click on those until your algorithm's fixed.
I think I'm clean right now.
Mine's full of D&D stuff. And Quincy's Tavern.
Are we supposed to read something before playing today?
Not if you don't want to. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'll just do a quick recap. If you want to read the whole thing, I gave all the details there. So last time on Shadow of the Dragon Queen, the party made their way to Vogler, a village on the Vingard River, to attend the funeral of Ispin Greenshield. While they were there, they met Eldrim's aunt, Becklin, who is a knight of Solamnia. They tried out a gnome flinger. They attended the funeral. They got heckled, telling their stories during the funeral. And they learned that there is a fishing contest that's going to happen at the Kingfisher Festival. And they agreed to sign up to take place in a reenactment battle.
Yeah, we just gotta go back to what? The tower? The fort.
Yeah, and then you were also told at the end of the funeral that Becklin wanted you to come back to Thornwall Keep because Ispin had left something for you. All right, so we will pick up in the morning. And you guys awake at the Brass Crab.
Wanna unpause?
All of you could have taken a long rest if you needed to.
Alright, so I'm assuming probably meet up for breakfast maybe in the inn.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cosgrave would start out by going around the table and hugging all of you, saying how great it is to be
Check the pockets.
adventuring again. Really excited.
Yeah, when you guys come into like the main area, you know, all of your rooms were kind of hallways off of that main area in the Brass Crab. You see, you really don't see anybody. So there's like no breakfast. And then coming out of a back room, you hear Yalmi, and she kind of is like getting ready for the day. She's, you know, bringing in glasses and, you know, kind of like stocking up the bar. She's just kind of minding her own business. But yeah, you don't see like there's not like a continental breakfast spread for you guys or anything like that.
Cosgrave will ask Yelmy, you know, oh, do you have like porridge or bread or something we could break our fast with?
Yeah, I don't really do breakfast. More of a lunch and dinner crowd here. But if you you want, you could probably get some fish cakes from the fish bowl, which is down the way. You know, where your friend really wanted to go try the ale, I guess, because he's cheap. As she like glares at Ural.
Is the market open this early?
Yeah, in another. I mean, at this hour, it's quite early. I mean, mostly the fishermen are about. In, you know, a lot of them get some food early in the morning and then head out. But yeah, I would say the market. The market will open, you know, a little bit later.
Is that the
an hour or
circle?
So? No, the market is it's south of the place labeled market.
He says holding up a map and
why isn't the time working?
Oh, you have it paused.
Game's paused.
Yeah, but I hit play and it's not working.
So the game's paused.
Ah, that's why. There we go.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess market's closed. maybe it's too early for Becklin. Shall we go to the fishbowl and get some food? Or do we want to try to go wake Becklin?
I think food is always a good way to start the day.
Sounds cheaper there too.
Nice.
Yeah, so as you guys leave the Brass Crab, shockingly at this hour, the town is quite in a buzz with like a festive energy as you guys see kind of locals moving about, carrying boxes. You guys are kind of headed in the direction towards the village circle. You can see that they're hanging up stalls. Some people are hanging decorations. And then as you guys are kind of walking along, you hear someone call out to you saying, "Hey, good morning, friends! You guys are Becklin's friends, right?"
Why, yes, are.
Oh, I'm glad I caught you. As you see from a shop doorway, a young man, no more than late teens, early 20s, maybe 20 years old at most. He has a sword on his hip and a cloth sack in his arm, and he says, "Yeah, hi, I'm Darren. I'm Becklin's student. I hope you guys hadn't had breakfast already."
Why, we're just on the way to get some.
Oh, good. Yeah, said he run an errand to get breakfast and bring it to her to tower.
Oh, that's mighty fortunate. Where are you picking breakfast up at?
Oh, I'm heading over to the floor. Couldn't let me get some
Hold on, I'm getting some lag.
Or-
What? I can't hear anybody.
We can hear you,
Okay.
actually.
Sounds like
Yeah.
okay.
We stopped talking because you said, hold on.
Okay. There was some lag going on, so I wasn't too sure if what was going on there. So okay. All right, so I'm good.
Please, everybody's.
Clap your hands.
All right.
Paris, France.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. If you guys are interested, we can go right over this way and pick up some breakfast and then at the.
I like the way you think.
You're buying.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's a treat. Becklin told me to pick up you guys and her and me and her. So
how far away are we from Vogler? Like from our. I don't know if I established. How long have we been traveling to get here?
Depends on where
Just
you live.
kinda-
Where'd you live?
Okay. I don't know, somewhere in Salamna. I never really specify a town.
Not sure where here is the continent of Ansela.
I mean, we're near Calaban. It's a big river city. We're just like a small fishing village.
You might be shocked to hear this, but I am Kendermere. So yeah, I'm a ways home.
Whoa, that sounds so interesting. I've never been. Can you tell me all about it?
Oh yes. And Cosgrave begins to elaborate at length about his travels, his homeland, time with Becklin, been his times to the east, north, south. He pulls maps that he's drawn that don't quite look accurate and have a lot of scribbles on them.
10 minutes later, and I advance time. You guys make your way to the fishbowl. where you see Darrett, speak with the people that work there, get enough hand-baked pies for everybody, and he wraps 2 up in his in a little pack, and then
While we're there, Cosgrave has impulse to maybe check on the wares of other people's pockets.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you look around, you see that there are, there's I would say probably 6 or 7 people. They kind of come up to like a counter, and people are taking orders, and they get their stuff, and you kind of like fishermen kind of shuffling in and out. They're trying to get some food, and they're back south toward the wharf.
Yeah, Cosgrave's just kind of like excited to talk to people and is like chatting up people in the line and trying to hear people's stories, and just as he's focused on that, he kind of gets himself and dips into somebody's pouch or pocket, unbeknownst to even himself.
All right, give me a sleight of hand.
This is where the party kicks Cosgrave out.
I can't quit you.
I don't get I don't get advantage or anything on it. Just straight up roll, right?
Yeah. I mean, you have an insane bonus, so that's probably good enough.
Oh, unless I roll low.
Yeah.
Well.
Okay. That was the threshold that I set. Let's see. Yeah, you moment.
Yeah, this
Oh, I didn't I thought I set a thing up. Never built that table that I thought I was gonna build.
Yeah, looks like the lag's coming from my end, guys, so I'm gonna probably have to reset my router when we have a break.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a D100, Bill.
19.
Okay. Yeah, as you're kind of just, chatting it up with people, one of the guys, as he's kind of walking away after he got his freshly baked pies, you see something shiny, just catch a glint of your eye as he walks past, and you just lightly pull out a pipe, like a tobacco pipe, that has brass around the part where you put the tobacco, and the handle is kind of made of wood, you just suddenly find yourself holding it, and the guy keeps walking.
Alright. He absentmindedly just kind of stuffs it into his pouch and goes on to the next person to ask how their day is.
At this point, people are pretty grumpy, and it's early, and they're trying to get to their boats and get out on the water. And most people don't. They give you some minimal pleasantries, but they're pretty much on their way. And as Darrett hands out all of the freshly baked fish pies to you guys, he's like, "Okay, are we ready to go?"
Let's do it.
I think so.
Lead the way.
And then as you guys are walking to the keep, it's like, have you guys ever been here before for the Kingfisher Festival?
Have not. This is the first time I've ever been to town of Vogler.
Oh, it's a very exciting day. I mean, we're celebrating the victory of Lord Decatur Vogler, and the time he and his fellow knights of Slomnia overthrew the forces of Istar.
I heard about that. We're supposed to be performing in the reenactment later today.
Oh my! Like some adventurers party like yourselves? Like actually real adventurers? This is exciting.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it sounded pretty fun. But Cudgel asked us to help. She seemed pretty nice.
Oh, she's great. Her and her mercenaries have been, showing the militia here. I mean, mostly it's the people that live in the town, teaching them stuff, so they're actually, learning a bit about how to protect the town.
That may be needed soon.
Wait, why would you say that?
Saw some mighty strange things on the way here. Talk of armies and such. I don't know where
Wait,
they're
have
going.
you guys fought in a battle? In an army?
Not quite a whole army, no. Just skirmish actions mostly. But we fought these strange dragon-looking creatures on the way here. They had talk of an army out there somewhere.
Wait, dragons?
I know. Crazy, isn't it?
Are you guys telling stories? Are you guys writing a book or something?
Yes,
Ryan,
but it's
you're
unrelated.
muted, Ryan. The thing that's funny is he's got these jokes queued up, and he's working in very small windows. When I was reading the stream, he's getting these little one-liners.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Audio
it looks
strikes
like
again.
he's
There we
got
go.
Ashley
Oh, there you
technical
go.
issues.
Microphone unplugged. Gee.
Oh no.
Yeah, all my jokes are really clever and no one gets them because I'm a genius. I don't know what I was just saying.
No, you're fine.
Even Miller.
So he's wait, so did you guys fight in the battles?
We fought in a battle. Those creatures killed a handful of knights before we showed up.
Yeah, Farron's got a pocket full of them.
Wait, you have a pocket full of knights?
Yeah, here. And I open it up and show him some dust. See, well, these aren't knights. These are the
Well, those are the dragons.
But they're not the dragons. They're both. They're like dragons.
He looks a little bit confused, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm training to be a knight. Becklin has taught me a lot. She's really taken me in."
Well,
We always need more knights.
especially at the rate they're being killed.
Well, that's just downright disrespectful, Farron.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud.
I mean, I know the knights have a bad rap and all, but I just feel like you gotta do the right thing. You gotta stand up and right the wrongs that other people are afraid to.
And that's exactly what what's his face said. The guy at the funeral yesterday. I don't remember his name.
You're talking about
the-
Ispin's funeral, or
Ispin,
the
yeah,
guy?
that's exactly the lesson I learned from Ispin. Yes.
Oh, your good friend Ispin, who you forgot the name of.
Acquaintance. Yeah.
So you knew well enough to travel across country to attend his funeral.
I didn't say I knew him. I said he hit me with a sword. A gladiator reference. Punch me with a sword.
Yeah. So as you guys are traveling, he ends up partway, just trying to converse with you guys to learn more about who you are, and he just was really eager to hear, your stories of people who are actually like out in the world trying to make a difference. And then as you guys get closer to the keep, in the early daylight, you notice that there are veins of bronze-colored ivy that cling to the keep, to the ancient three-story stone tower, which is the tallest structure you guys have seen in Vogler. And as you guys are getting closer, you see on the crenellated roof the elaborate gnome flinger, which resembles a catapult. That
Some Nomopult.
Farron and Cosgrave got to know pretty well yesterday. And then as you guys approach, you see that there are crumbling ruins of walls and other fallen structures that are kind of surrounding the keep. And you guys see that there are several shallow pits and covered excavation sites from where that Becklin's kind of trying to dig up relics from when the keep was pre-cataclysm times. As you guys, Derek kind of leads you guys into the tower, and you're greeted by Becklin, and Derek kind of hands her one of the fresh baked pies, and she starts to eat a little bit, and she goes, "Oh, how was your morning? Did you guys sleep okay?"
Yeah, bed was
still
decent.
sleeping. Oh yes.
I haven't eaten yet.
Point. We're hungry.
Yeah, I mean, he handed you guys all the pies, like
Oh,
you guys
okay.
were walking.
Oh,
We just should we eat these? Yeah.
So you could have been walking and talking and eating, or you could have waited. It's up to you. But yeah, he handed them out after he bought them for you guys.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably start eating it now.
Okay. And Darrett's like, yeah, are you guys like excited to be in like the reenactment?
Yeah, I think it sounds like a lot of fun.
For sure.
Yeah, Becklin steps out for him, and then he's like, and then Derek continues the conversation, and he's like, have you guys like done a lot of like fighting, like as a military?
No, not
No.
really. Just we cleaned up some creatures. That's really all we did so far.
I've had some run-ins with banditry, but nothing the likes of a full army.
Yeah. Goblins here and there. Occasional
That's my inner
bears.
demons.
Just my crippling depression.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
Are you guys like trained in the art of like weapons? And I got a sword here myself, and How about you? As he looks at Ural.
I just pull out my hand and do some primal savagery. You mean like this?
He like is like taken aback. He's like, What is that?" He's like looking at your hand extra close, trying to like figure out what's going on.
Okay, I'll show it to him up close and personal.
He's like, "Are you like a wizard?"
No,
No.
I'm just really close to nature.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize like you could get claws by like living in the woods.
Yep.
It's apparently a new development.
You guys are like very interesting. And what about you, Miss? What talents do you have? I mean, you look like you got some pretty sturdy armor there. Are you like a warrior?
Of a form. Part of the clergy, and yeah, it's just. Oh, what's her name? The goddess. God, I have to write her name down. Like, just a follower.
Mishakal.
Mishakal. There, thank you. Just a follower of Mishakal, trying to just. Nothing really special. Just here to help and heal and help save villages.
So you like a holy woman?
I wouldn't think of myself as such, but you could say that. We try to be more humble.
You guys have like a pretty interesting group. And at this point, you guys see Becklin re-entering the room, carrying a shallow wooden box, approximately 3 feet to a side, and she sets it gently down on the table, and she says, "Ispin left this for you all, but it comes with a condition. Since he won't be attending the Kingfisher Festival this year, he wanted you all to participate for him, and you guys have already told Cudgel you'd do that. So it's really exciting. So every year he always looked forward to participating in this event and dying in an even more ludicrous way than the year before. So she smiles, and she smiles at the memory of just imagining Ispin, falling over, like legs in the air, just extra stupid movie dicks. And as she opens the box, she reveals a green kite shield decorated with an oak filigree.
Wow, that's a mighty fine shield there.
Please, he left this for you. This is, for you to decide who would want it. But I know Ispin knew all of you quite well, even if he spent a short time with you, and he was excited to pass this along.
Beautiful. Mighty appreciative. Looks too fine to take into battle.
Oh, it's quite it's quite battle tested. There's no worry about that.
Well, I'm honored.
All right, so are you taking the shield, Paul?
Probably.
All right.
I don't think anyone else has used a shield in the party, right?
I do.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you're not speaking up.
These two need to fight to the death.
Well, we know.
Are we gonna roll for it? Like, what are you guys doing? How are you deciding?
Well, I don't know. I guess
We can roll for it.
I guess what else is in the box?
Yeah.
Two characters enter. One character leaves.
I was more so seeing what else is in the box, essentially. But.
There's just a shield in the box. Look at you guys, ungrateful.
Just a shield?
Okay. I'm very grateful.
Ishbin's green shield. I mean, you guys recall
okay.
hearing stories of Ishbin being given the shield by a unicorn in a far-off forest of the Darkenwood. None can say if it's true or if it's just another one of Ishbin's tall tales. You're not quite sure.
So, yeah, I mean, if you really want it, Paul, we can roll for it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. D20?
Yeah, we can do D20.
Okay.
Kumite.
Well, it doesn't look like I'm going to be the one getting it with that 5.
Nope. You got it.
Oh, wait, I did?
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
I thought I rolled the 5s. Never mind. Okay.
Never underestimate how low Paul can roll.
That's true.
Exactly.
Oh, I thought I rolled the
In a
5.
previous life, he must have like melted down 1,000,000 dice or something. I don't know what he did, but
Right.
burned a casino down.
Spit on a few dice, not sacrilege, but what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word I'm looking for.
Heresy?
Not heresy.
So, as Serinda picks up the shield, you notice it's very finely crafted, and even though for its age, it doesn't seem to be, damaged at all, really. Farron, give me an Arcana check.
Oh, sorry. That said Varen, and I was like, who's that? Okay. Kind yeah. Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, you definitely think the shield is magical in nature.
Yeah, magical shield.
What
I
kind of-
remember him talking about it when he would tell us stories by the fire.
Wait, magic exists? Wait, would this be extraordinary in the world? This like.
Oh,
normal?
there's magic in the world. I mean, you didn't die because Farron
Magic.
Remember?
Magic
Featherfall you.
stuff.
Right, but that was like extraordinary, right? Or
Yeah, it's true. There's not like hundreds of wizards or thousands of wizards everywhere, right? So yeah.
I'm pretty
okay.
much a Gandalf of the group, though.
So, how do you add the shield?
I've already put it in your
Oh,
inventory.
you did? Okay, cool. Thank you.
I already did.
you just have to click the little shield icon next to it to equip it. Under inventory.
Yeah, I got rid of that one, so why is that? That would be incorrect. Okay,
Is it not?
let's see. More than one
Is it not correct?
suit of armor is a crit. I unequipped the shield, so I could equip that just fine. Okay.
Oh, it thinks it's an armor. Sorry. There
Oh.
you go.
Okay, thank you.
Do I know anything about how it's magical? Like from stories or anything?
Yeah, he told you the story that he got it from a unicorn.
Okay.
But you
no
don't know
record
if
of
it was
unicorn.
bullshit or not, right?
Yeah.
Because he tend to elaborate on the details of some of his stories.
It could have just been a horny horse for all we know.
Oh dear.
Proud of that one.
Well, I will think of Espen every time using this shield.
Since you're looking at it, Ryan, give me a perception check.
Alright. Ooh, I percepted the shit out of that.
You did. You do notice that there's on the back side, where the handle would be, like etched into the metal, is an inscription.
What does it say?
As you lean in it and look at it, you don't recognize the language,
Oh,
which is weird for you because you don't know a lot of languages, but you've seen different ones in your studies, and you don't recognize it at all.
yeah. I can usually at least tell what language it is, but I don't know what this. Anybody know what this says?
I look at it.
If you all take
Yeah.
you all take a look at it, and none of you actually recognize the language.
Oh,
This is very interesting.
You give me an intelligence check, Farron.
okay.
While he's doing that, does the language look very curly and very like squiggly, or is it more like straight lines etched?
Penmanship.
It's more sharp,
Sharp. Okay. Angles. And
strokes.
lines. Okay.
It's the speech of
not
Moonbook.
curly. You think it's some sort of ancient dialect,
Okay.
Farron.
Oh.
You're not quite sure what, but it's something that probably hasn't been written and spoken in maybe thousands of years. It's quite old.
This appears to be a very, very old shield.
Well, that's curious.
I wonder if we could find somebody that can read this.
They'd have to be pretty old,
That or knowledgeable.
or pretty knowledgeable about ancient tongues. Yes.
If we can find her again, Lidar might have an idea.
Maybe elves. Maybe we can find some elder elves. They might know even.
Oh.
Dara sure did leave suddenly. I
That
wonder if
she
anybody
did.
knows her. Yeah.
Who's Ladara? Is that the?
That was that blue-skinned elf. That
Oh,
We
that
were talking
disappeared.
to.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, it's also about the
Right.
Knight's Land with a K now being the Nightlands without a K.
Oh.
I sure got some chills when she
Or
grabbed my arm.
shadowing. Yeah.
Garrett kind of looks at you guys as you guys are admiring the shield, and he's like, I think we should head out. It's the festival's gonna opening ceremony's gonna start soon.
All right.
All right.
Post haste. Let's get down there.
Okay. He takes you down to the village circle, and as you guys kind of enter in, he does point out the mayor's home, which let's see if I can get it to reveal itself. There we go.
Oh.
And as you guys enter this circle, you see colorful banners and paper decorations shaped like kingfishers, which are birds, are decorating throughout the village. In this circle, you guys see like temporary stalls that are selling food and colorful crafts. And in the center of the circle, there's an ancient tree that provides shade for happy picnickers and just people kind of milling about. Directly in front of the mayor's home, there's a temporary stage, and there's a band of local musicians who are playing like a spirited song, like a marching band, like like it's kind of like an upbeat. And as you see a woman walk onto the stage, the music kind of drops down. Derek kind of whispers to you guys, "Oh, that's Mayor Raven Vogler." And she steps onto the stage, and she says, "Welcome, friends." And she kind of raises her arms up high. "Welcome to the Kingfisher Festival!" And then people are like cheering and clapping, and the mayor smiles and she says, "Today is a day of not only revelry but also reflection. We're all here to thank to the courage of the heroes who came before us. Let us honor our founders, our family, and all those who can't be here today to celebrate. Enjoy your festival, Vogler, with good spirits, good times, and good friends. And all look to the Kingfishers for good luck." And then everybody starts cheering.
Here, here.
And then she says, "With that, the Kingfisher Festival begins."
Well, that sounds like fun.
Do we have to dress up for our reenactment?
So
You're asking this to Darrett?
Yes.
Darrett?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you don't really have to dress up. I mean, your armor's, like, really good. You can wear that. But the reenactment's gonna take place later this afternoon. Right now, like, the booths are gonna open, and the fishing festival or the fishing competition will take place pretty soon.
Okay. So, what do you suggest we do first?
I mean, if you want to like participate in the fishing, I would head like down towards the wharf. But I mean, otherwise you can hang out here. There's all kinds of like food and like small carnival games and things like that. Like you could buy some crafts and like. Do you like knickknacks?
Okay.
I do.
Okay, thank you for saving there, Cosgrave. I appreciate that.
Earl's gonna look around to see if he sees anybody that looks like they are prepared to go fishing.
Yeah, you definitely see, like, in the group, there are a bunch of guys and gals holding fishing rods. They kind of stand out, right, because they're, like, up in the air, and they're kind of dispersing from around the stage and kind of headed back south towards the wharf where you guys stayed at the Brass Crab.
Okay, if I could, I want to pick out like the wisest, oldest looking guy and go up to him and introduce myself.
Hey there, Sonny. How's it going today?
My name is Earl.
Nice to meet you, Earl. My name is Cletus.
Cleus. Hey, can you tell me anything about what the fish bite around here?
Oh, I mean the fish on the river. They like the shiny, like little I don't know, what do you call them, like hooks or lures, and like they're moving on the water, and the fish like to bite.
Where can I get those kind of lures? Is there a shop around here? Or do you make them?
Yes, definitely. If you head over to the stalls there, and his hand's kind of shaking as he points. He's like, they have the finest of the fisheries.
Well, thank you so much. Well, I wish you luck.
I wish you luck as well. Maybe you'll catch the bitterbog, the line breaker.
Okay.
Going for a little cage in there.
So, do you guys want to go get some rods and reels and some tackle and some flies?
I think I'd like to. Definitely interested in this angling competition.
Yeah, sounds like fun. Let's do it.
Give it a shot.
I'll watch you guys.
Yeah, so at this point, you guys see like Mayor Raven heading down off of the stage. She's got a fishing pole resting on her shoulder. I'm gonna share what it looks like. Give me a second. I hate that I have to like name every handout. I just can't share the picture. All right, there you go. Yeah, so she's got a fishing pole resting on her shoulder, and she looks like she's heading down to the docks. As she walks by, she says to Darrett to like show our guests, where the complimentary fishing equipment is, so that you guys can, get what you be prepared for the contest. And then, Garrett's like, yeah, yes, ma'am, run away. And then he kind of starts leading you guys down to the wharf, and there you see that there are an area where there's like some lures and some worms and some different things you can use, like rudimentary like bobbers and all kinds of different lures for your fishing pole that you guys can arrange and procure for the competition.
Yeah. I'm gonna inspect the equipment. How good a quality does it look?
Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Where's that at? There it is.
Get them
You
all.
think they're pretty good quality.
Alright.
You're like, you haven't been fishing since you were a wee lad, but you're like, yeah, I think this is good stuff.
It's been a long time since I've been fishing, but this here looks like decent equipment. It's at least as good as what I used to use.
Can
I'll trust
Earl,
ya.
can Earl see if there's any shiny stuff like what the old fellow was talking about?
Yeah, go ahead, give me perception.
Oh gosh. Get all those low rolls out, you guys. All of them. Get them all.
Yeah, you do see something really shiny. And you're like, yeah, this will be perfect.
Oh, I'm gonna get that.
And as you like start to put that like on your rod, it's just like crumbling away, but you don't really notice that. You're like, yeah, this is gonna work really well. Does anybody have their own fishing pole?
Not my inventory.
Unless you can fish with a hoop hack, but otherwise no.
Okay. I just didn't know if you guys had that in your inventory or not. Okay.
Nah.
So yeah, all of you who want to participate are able to grab like a rod and a lure and get yourself all kitted up and ready for the competition.
You doing this Harvest Moon style or Stardew Valley style?
And then once you guys kind of get yourself together, you see man to the docks, and just kind of see like everybody's kind of like lining up on the on the docks, on the wharf, getting in position, getting ready to start the competition. Do you guys like find a spot and kind of like fit in?
Yeah.
Okay. Who has the highest survival?
I have +4.
Wheel, let's take
Plus
a look.
4.
Got me beat.
Little two.
Okay. The +4s. Please roll a d20 for me.
Even get better than a 5. Nope.
All right. So, as you guys kind of find a spot along the wharf, there are quite a few fishermen here, more than you would have expected. There's probably, I don't know, 50 people or so, including yourselves. You guys are all kind of spacing out, and as you set up to start the competition. The mayor says, now you have 30 minutes to collect your fish, and the person who has the total length the longest total length of fish collected in that 30-minute time will be our champion, and the contest will be over. Now it's time to find out who among us, Kingfisher, fisher folk, is the Fisher King. And then
Probably gonna be Elgrim.
Casts her line into the Vingard River. And the competitors receive her pun in good-spirited groans and laughter, and they start casting their lines in as well. So, first thing I need from... I'll do one at a time. Everybody's participating but Farron, correct?
Yes.
All right. Start with Ural. As you get ready to cast your line into the water, you hear that lure's gonna fall off. You don't know what you're doing.
Oh god.
And as you turn and you see a young Bacaris the Younger drinking some ale and having a good time.
We have a peanut gallery.
It's our friend from last night.
And he's like, how do you enjoy such a stupid pastime? All right, so first you're all to roll a d20 for me. Okay, and then I need you to roll a survival check with disadvantage, as Bacaris the Younger is just like pestering you and grilling you the whole time.
Oh no.
Oh.
So you go to cast your reel into the river, and your fancy new shiny lure catches your shirt as you wind up, and you just tear your shirt open in the back, and your lure gets stuck into your shirt, and you spend the next 10 minutes monkeying around with it, trying to like free it and salvage your rod. So your first round is over. Next is we'll go to Elgrim. Elgrim, roll a d20 for me, please.
See if I can get higher than a 5. I haven't all night. 7. That's higher than a 5.
All right. Go ahead and give me a wisdom survival check, please.
What?
All right, so you manage to cast your rod into the river, getting past the distraction of Bacaris, and Euro just kind of like yanking on his like shirt, and you manage to catch a tiny river eel that is 1 foot long. Congratulations. We'll go next to Celinda. Celinda, please. Or Serinda. Serinda, I'm messing your name up. Serinda, please roll a d20 for me.
Ooh. I feel like I wasted it, but okay.
All right. Please make a wisdom survival check.
Normal.
Ooh, all right. So, you cast your line into the river, and you get a bite. You pull back on the rod, and you're in for a fight. This fish, you're pulling with all your strength. It's pulling against you. You're trying on your line. One point, you see this enormous curious carp jump up out of the water, sunlight glistening off its scales. Everybody on the wharf is like, "Oh my god!" And then your line snaps. And the fish heads back into the river. And then you hear like an old guy go, "Oh, geez, lady, you almost had the Bedbug. The line breaker, that's what they call him. You gotta get the shiny lures, I told that boy."
I'll remember that for next time.
The accent bothering anyone else? I say under my breath. Very quietly to each other.
All right. Next up, we'll do Cosgrave. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
All right. Just straight up d20.
Yep. All right, and then go ahead and make a wisdom survival check.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so you spend 10 minutes, you get a couple bites. At one point, you get a smaller carp on the line, but eventually it manages to shake off, and you are not able to collect a fish during the first round.
Alright.
Round 2. You have Bacaris the Younger there, just all up in your grill, harassing you for the last 10 minutes, laughing at you as your shirt is now torn. You got a large rip on the back. What would you like to do?
Thank you for asking. So, I guess the first thing I'd like to do is, since my lure is demolished, is try to find another shiny lure.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Normal, right?
Yeah, normal. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You find a shiny lure that as you pick it up, you kind of look in the old man's direction, and he gives you like a wink, and then you're like, I'm sure this is the right one, and you fasten it onto your to your rod, but then you hear, "That's not going to help you. Don't you see your shirt? You're like in the wrong competition. You should be playing with the children."
That's great. It's like, you're the reason baby gnomes cry.
where exactly is Bakira stand? How close is Bakira standing to the edge of the water?
Oh, no.
Oh, great question. He's probably. I mean, he's not on the edge because that's where like all the fishermen are. He's probably like behind where you were set up, maybe like 5 feet. So he's if the dock, the dock's probably 10 feet wide. He's probably you're like near the edge, and then he's probably like 5 feet behind you, and he's just like harassing you and laughing.
I'm just gonna put my rod down. I'll walk over to Picaris and attempt to pick him up.
Yeah, as you kind of get close to him, he keeps backing away from you. He's like, "No, just a little joke. Why are you so sensitive? There's no need for a physical confrontation. Don't you know who I am?"
Extend my claws. Is that I'm gonna keep walking towards him and get him to back up.
Yeah, as you like reveal claws, like he looks mortified, and he's like, "What are you, a foul beast?" Ugh. And then he wanders away.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me your wisdom survival check normal now because Bakaris the Younger is no longer harassing you. I forgot to have you roll your d20. Roll your d20 for me as well. Just a straight up d20.
Okay. Does my shiny lure help it?
Oh, yes. Roll it with advantage. Shiny lure.
Okay. Oh, with it. Did I give you advantage? I don't know.
No, you for your first check, you can roll it with advantage.
Okay.
So just roll 2d20s. You roll one more. Okay. Yeah. So you spend the next 5 or 6 minutes because you were with Eris for a little bit there. For 5 or 6 minutes, and so you spend the rest of the round. You get some bites, and then you do manage to land a mature curist carp, which is 3 feet long. So you have a fish that's 3 feet long. All right, next up is Serinda. Serinda, go ahead and give me a d20.
Alright. Do I have the ability to look for a different lure after the old man told me look for a shiny one, or no?
Sure, go for it. Give me a perception check.
Alright. 9.
Yeah, you find a lure that you think is good. That it's shiny and you think it will work great.
Oh, I clicked the wrong one. I clicked performance instead of perception. Oops. No, persuasion. Why did I click on persuasion? Sorry. So that was
It's okay. So
so
you
it
rolled a
should've been
10.
14.
What's your?
Should have been a 14.
Yeah, you still find one you think
Okay.
it's good.
Alright, so I have that on there. Roll a d20, you said?
Yep, roll a d20.
Alright.
All right, and then give me a wisdom survival check. All right, so yeah, you spend several minutes casting back and forth, and you end up after 10 minutes, you're able to catch a tiny cuirassed carp, 1 foot long. You have 1 foot long of fish.
Okay.
All right, Elgrim, you haven't gone yet, right? Round 2.
Correct.
All right, roll a d20 for me.
All right.
All right, 7. All right, give me a wisdom survival check. All right, your wisdom survival checks are much better.
Yeah.
You spend 10 minutes and you manage to get several bites, and eventually you're able to land another tiny river eel. 1 more foot of length. Cosgrave, give me a d20. And then give me a wisdom survival check.
A little better this time.
Yeah, that is better. All right, you're able to, after 10 minutes, you're able to collect a river eel, much bigger than Elgrim's. It's
That's
1.5
crazy.
feet long.
Ooh.
All right, everybody's gone for round 2, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, round 3, the last 10 minutes of the competition. Here we go. Starting up with My Name is Ural. Roll a d10 for me, or 2 d10s for me.
Can I?
Sure.
So, I'm assuming I'm able to keep my lure because I don't know. I mean, because you didn't say
Yeah.
different.
You got your lure. Yep.
Okay, so can I just look if any of my friends in the party don't have shiny lure?
Yeah, you look around and Serinda has a lure, but it's not quite as shiny. And Elgrim and Cosgrave are just kind of, doing their own thing. Worms.
Okay. Can I see if I can pick out some lures for them?
Sure. Go ahead and give me another perception check.
Okay.
But the DC will be lower because you're looking for multiple lures.
So does that mean disadvantage or advantage?
Nope, no, I'm just setting a higher DC, just letting you know.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
Okay.
All right, you are able to find one more shiny lure.
Okay. Well, if I well, is it okay? Can I say that we heard? I heard her talk to the older man about the
Sure.
lure.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk over to Serinda and say, "Hey, Serinda, I found you one of those shiny lures that old man was talking about.
Oh, thank you.
If you'd like to try it,
Yeah.
you're welcome."
And I'll go
Yeah,
ahead.
you take a look at your lure,
Mm-hmm.
then you look at his at you, and you're like, "Oh, that is much shinier. Why didn't I see this before?"
Yep. Gotta work on that
Okay.
perception there. Thank you. And so I'm putting that on there. Changing it out.
You're welcome. So, do I have any time left to cast?
Yeah, go for it. Roll 2 d20s.
Okay.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right. I'm gonna give you one chance, and one chance only. Roll a wisdom survival check with advantage. Unfortunately,
Are you kidding with an 18?
you,
Sorry.
Oof.
you get Benabog on the line,
Oh.
and you're fighting back and forth and back and forth, and at one point you think you're gonna lose him, but then suddenly you pull him in, and the crowd goes wild. People are flipping out. You pull this massive fish onto the wharf. It almost knocks over Cosgrave as it's 8 feet long, flopping about on the dock. Like, people are trying to throw nets on it, and it's just like chaos is ensuing as the whole town is like, yeah! Just going like crazy. Half of the people forgot about the contest. One guy dropped his fishing pole into the river, and it just goes sailing down away from the dock, and the crowd is just going crazy.
Oh, that's amazing. Can I use my animal handling to calm the fish down before it flops off the dock and we lose it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Back to the low numbers. Well,
So, yeah. So as you go to calm the fish, you put your hand on the fish and you're like trying to like, you look it in the eye and you're just like trying to like be a calming demeanor, and then all of a sudden you see a guy with a mallet smack it on the head and go, "What are you doing there, boy? You got the catch of the century. We're gonna be eating good tonight." And then the fish stops flopping.
Is that the old guy?
No, this is just another guy, like another one of the guys in the competition, because they were worried about you losing the fish, right? So like you probably have like 15 people just kind of surrounding you now. You're like a celebrity all of a sudden. Like everybody's kind of like looking at you, and they're just like, you hear just like whispers, and people, "Who's that? You guys know him?" "Yeah, I don't know. Earlier he like put his hand up, and there was like crazy fingernails, and he was like saying stuff to Bakaris," and you just like hear like mumbling like all throughout the crowd. But yeah, like you got a lot of spectacles on you now.
Okay. I'm just gonna go slink off with the fish.
All right. Following that, who can follow that? Elgrim, why don't you give it a try?
good luck.
All right.
Back to a Paul roll. Give me a
Yep.
wisdom survival check.
Of course. I'm glad we're not in combat. I'd be dead.
I've seen so
In the
many
commotion, all right, so in the commotion, you're kind of standing maybe 10, 15 feet away from where Euro was, and you just hear all of a sudden, you hear like people shouting and things crazy, and your rod's back, and then you like look over as you're trying to cast, and then you just chuck your rod into the water, and it just, goes sailing away.
I look around to see if anyone noticed.
No, nobody's paying attention at all,
Nice.
because the crowd is just seeing this massive fish like flopping on the dock, and people like cheering and clapping, and it's like crazy.
I'm gonna kind of just like blend in the crowd and pretend I wasn't in the tournament.
That's awesome.
All right, Serinda, you're up. Give me 2d20 rolls, please.
Alright, there's
Now that you have a
one,
shiny lure.
And there's 2. Both of them 14.
All right, go ahead and give me a wisdom survival check with advantage.
Oh!
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, so you you managed to get past the distraction. You hear like all these people going crazy. You're trying to like focus on the fishing. You cast your line in, and after several minutes, you're able to pull in a mature carp, and you've got another 3 feet worth of fish.
Cool.
All right. I hope you guys have been keeping track of your total amount of fish, because I have not.
I do.
All right.
I haven't.
Phil, I know you got 1.5, but that's all I know. All right, Phil, your last check. Go for it. Roll a d20. And then roll a wisdom survival.
Oof.
All right. So, yeah, you spend another 10 minutes fishing, but I would say you're definitely distracted by the commotion. I mean, this type of excitement really has your curiosity piqued, and because of that, you weren't quite paying attention, and there is a fish that gets on the line at one point, but then you end up losing it as the commotion on the docks has gotten most of your attention.
Mm.
And then the mayor at this point kind of starts coming over towards you guys, and she says, "Well, I guess I'm pretty sure the winner is decided. What's your name, sir?
My name is Earl.
Nice to meet you, Earl. I'm Mayor Raven, and she goes to shake your hand. All right, you guys shake, and she's got a firm handshake, and she like looks you dead in the eyes. You can tell she's quite pissed that she didn't win, as she's the reigning champion. She goes, "Your one fish that you caught here, Euro, outclassed the fish that I caught," and you can see she's got 3 fish. Unfortunately, her 3 fish only total up to 7 feet in length, and your 8 feet of Benabog the line breaker wins hands down, and she turns to you and she says, "Here is your prize." She hands you a blue knit cap, like a wind cap, with a decoration in white, like sewn into the like stitched into the hat. She hands you a fishing fly made of blue feathers, and she hands you a finely crafted fishing pole that has small kingfishers kind of carved throughout the rod, worth 50 gold pieces.
Oh, wow.
And she kind of turns to the crowd, and she kind of grabs your hand and holds it up in the air, and she says, "Congratulations to you! This year's champion of the fishing competition!" Woo! And the crowd just like, woo! And they're just going crazy. And at this point, a guy walks up to you and hands you an ale, and he's like, "You buddy, you're the dude, man!" And he just like takes a big swig, and he hands you a beer.
Gladly. And then I'm just gonna try to dip out of the crowd and go with this guy.
I mean, you go ahead and give me a stealth check
Yeah,
with disadvantage, because
with this.
you're a big star.
All right. Stealth. Okay. Disadvantage.
Yeah, you took dip out, but now you notice you're like, yeah, I made it. And then you look around, ships following you around. They're just walking where you're walking.
All right. I guess we're just headed back to wherever he was going, Crab Shack or something.
Yeah, he's kind of headed back towards the village circle where like all like the stalls and the booths were kind of set up. So you guys see you're all kind of walking away with a giant crowd around him. What are the rest of you guys doing? Especially you, Farron.
I walk up to the others and I'm carrying this 3-foot long fish is just flopping around. I'm like, "Oh, looks like we all got fish, huh?" And they laugh. Just kidding. And the silent image goes away.
Nice.
You guys don't see Elgrim. He's nowhere to be found. At one point, Cosgrave, you were like sure he was next to you on the docks, and then all of a sudden you don't see him anymore.
You know what happened to Elgrim?
He was fishing last I saw.
Oh.
What wasn't he fish? When did he stop fishing?
Maybe he had a wheelbarrow to carry all the fish he was catching.
Maybe.
Yeah, and I'd say after a little bit, Eric, I'm gonna come back with like a container of like praline pecans or something that I got from one of the vendors.
Yeah, you see Elgrim walk up, and he's got he's got some pecans, and he's just like stuffing his face.
Cosgrave's like, good idea,
Uh-oh.
Elgrim.
How'd the fishing tournament?
Pretty good. Earl won it. As Cosgrave's like taking some of your pecans and eating them.
You won. Well, that's impressive. What'd he catch?
Is Earl bias?
No, you guys know that Euro's kind of walked away. He's got like a crowd of people around him. He's headed north of the circle.
I mean, it was like an 8-foot fish. I think he caught the biggest fish the town's ever seen.
Bellabog the line breaker is what they call him.
This guy's everywhere.
I think he's just an old man that lives at the docks. He does give helpful tips, though.
The anime old man that always pops into the frame. And
Right. Oh, that's a pretty impressive feat.
Well, it didn't have feet. It was a fish. Fins. I think they call them.
Yeah, that they do.
Well, should we catch up to Earl?
Yeah, probably should. When's that
Reenactment?
When's that reenactment? Yeah, when's that supposed to happen?
After the fishing tournament, I suppose.
It's later tonight, I think. They said.
Yeah, you guys remember Derek told you guys it was going to happen in the afternoon.
Okay.
I think I might check out the market before go to the reenactment.
Yeah, there's some nice stuff down there.
Weren't you fishing? I thought you were part of the fishing competition. What happened?
I decided it wasn't for me. Went and got these here pecans.
Oh, okay.
Is that against code there, Paul?
I didn't lie. It wasn't for me. Went and got pecans.
Gosh. Alright. So, yeah, boy, go in market.
100%. Euro went north.
Okay. Alright, well, what?
Scrooge's going south.
I can't think of anything I need at the market, so I think I'll probably go and get a drink and catch up with Ural. So.
Okay. Splitting the party.
Yep.
All right. So who's going north or who's going south?
I'll
I'm
go
gonna
south.
dive in the water and swim across the river.
Michael Phillips.
Head toward.
All right. Elgrim and Cosgrave go south. Serena go north. Farron.
I'll go south as well.
All right. We'll start with the south party. You guys, not too far from the wharf. Actually, south. Well, direct west. Actually. Is the market, which is south of the Brass Crab. That's why it's south of my brain. You guys come. There's many different stalls selling all different types of trinkets. You do remember that Pete the ferryman told you guys about a particular stall run by
Frostwind?
Frostwind the Kender. So, what are you guys looking for?
Frostwind the Kender.
All right. You guys walk around. It's not too hard to see as you guys come up to the stall. You see that there's like it's like a wooden booth with like decorative color cloths on the top is like a banner, and then kind of wrapped around the front poles that are kind of holding up this wooden makeshift stall, and you see small fishbone puppets kind of hanging from the banner across the front of the stall, and you see a Kender woman kind of standing in front of you. It's hard to quite tell her age, as Kender, even as they age, you see maybe small rules, but on her it's hard to tell. And she kind of, says, "Hello, nice to meet you."
Hello.
Hello.
What brings you to my stall here today? Are you interested in the fish puppets?
Yes, but not to purchase. Those look really cool. Maybe. I don't know. How much are they?